Well, then that's another interesting thing too. You know what I mean? There's 26 fucking writers that you don't know who they are and they've never been in a real fight in their life, and then they're writing stuff for you. And if you make them mad, I guarantee you, they're like, "Well, I don't like that guy. I'm not going to write stuff for him." And and like, so I mean, you're fucked either way.
Do you see that a big reason why when you got so hot, was there people going like, "Ugh, not this guy. Let's try to."
I mean, I guess I'm sure maybe, but like I wasn't even hot at that point. You know what I mean? I was doing the SES stuff and I was looking around like, this is the best stuff ever. Why aren't we doing anything with this? And they just squandered it away. And maybe that's because they're like, oh, he's an asshole. But isn't that a stupid way to do business?
Right.
You know? Isn't that fucking stupid?
Sure. I mean, if you're putting money on there,
try to make money with
getting them their jobs, right?
Shouldn't they be trying to make money with everybody?
Yeah.
Instead of just one person?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe, what do I know?
No. So you're the champ. You're doing Harley race style.
Yeah. And I remember telling Vince, like, hey, we should ride this to Mania, or if I have to drop the title to Rock, let's do a 3-way. To me, it was always about what's next. Who am I working with next? Because if you're not working with anybody next, and that's a big problem with that place, is they have no plans going forward for anybody. I think when they call a meeting, Vince will probably like, what's next for Cena? Because that's all he cares about. And I think that's the wrong way to do business. But I was always trying to set myself up to work with somebody else. I didn't want to turn heel. Vince came to me and was like, Rock's coming back and he wants to work a bad guy. And you're the champ. So it was either I turn heel or I drop the title to Daniel Bryan. And I was like, well, I would like to work Rock. That sounds challenging. Let's, well, you'd have to turn heel. And I was like, all right, well, I'd rather be a heel than a babyface anyway, even though I'm making these sweet checks, which are going to get cut in half because of merch sales. But I was like, and then he told me, he goes, I'll tell you what, Phil, you do this for me and I'll owe you one. And I was like, sweet, great. And to me, yeah, at the time, the goal was still WrestleMania main event. So I turned heel. Not the biggest sacrifice, but still a sacrifice when you're babyface and you're making like John Cena merch money and you're beating him in merch sales. Yeah, to say, no, I'm going to be a bad guy now, and 5-year-old Johnny and Timmy aren't going to want to buy your shirt anymore. That's a thing. So I did that, and then that's when I started getting like super beat up. That's when I tore my knee up against John. I kept asking what was going on for Mania. Vince kept very disappointingly telling me that it was going to be the rematch between Cena and Rock, and I was just like, that's going to be awful. How about we do this?